Greetings students, welcome back to another walkthrough. For this walkthrough we're going to do Chapter 7 Grader Project Return Policy. Let's get started. We'll go ahead and click on our Grader project. And we'll download our materials. Once again, I know there are a lot of files for this particular one, but do not use this download all files button. It downloads a zip file, which makes things a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and download each one of these individually. Download, 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 and download. I do recommend that you open up and print your instructions so you have them in front of you. But we can go ahead and come down to our bar here, or go to your downloads folder and open up our Grader project. And then make sure you hit enable editing. All right, first thing we want to do is we want to put our file name in the footer. We've done this several times in different Grader projects, so we should go to the Insert tab. From the Insert tab, under our header and footer grouping here, click the down arrow for footer and then Edit Footer. Once you're in the footer, we're going to come to the Insert grouping here and click on Document Info and do the file name, field name. Now we're done there, we can go ahead and close the header and footer. And we're on step number 3. It says by using the zoom feature to view the text in the first paragraph to the left of 30, delete the second space. We're not going to do that. I'm just going to come up here and find where it says within 30. I'm just going to put my cursor in front of the 30 and just hit the backspace key once. We're not going to use that zoom feature. Also, if you haven't done so already, please come up here to the paragraph grouping, turn on your paragraph marks. All right, now for step number 4, it wants us to change the page color to green accent 6, lighter 80%. Let's go to our design tab, since we're going to be changing the design. And we'll come over here to our page background where it says page color. Click on page color. And we are going to select green accent 6 lighter 80%. So it's this one right here, the second one down. For step number 5, it wants us to position the insertion point to the left of the paragraph that begins with items. So I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor right here in front of the I in items. And it wants us to select the 4 paragraphs that list the return requirements. We want to highlight all of these right here, from items all the way down to satisfaction policy. Once we've highlighted that, it wants us to sort the paragraphs in ascending order. We'll come to the Home tab. From the Home tab, under our paragraph grouping, we have this A to Z button right here that says Sort when we hover over it. Go ahead and click on that. And we are going to sort by paragraph, and we want to do it in ascending order. So go ahead and hit OK. And notice that it will rearrange in alphabetical order. It also wants us to apply bullets. So let's come up here to our paragraph grouping and just click on the icon right here for bullets. And notice that it will bulletize it for us. And it wants us to display the clipboard pane, and if necessary, hit clear all. So to view the clipboard pane, come over here to our clipboard pane under the Home tab and click on this little guy right here. And when you click on that little guy, it will show our clipboard off here to the side. And notice I do have one thing here. Looks like I copied something from Amazon. So I'm going to hit the clear all button. So now that my clipboard is empty. So now once this is empty, it looks like it wants us to open up our return image document. So I'm going to come down here to my toolbar. I'm going to click on the File Explorer right here. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to find where it says Downloads, because everything should be under the Downloads folder. And from the downloads folder, I'm going to find the one that says returnimage.docx, which is right here. Returnimage.docx. I'm going to open that up, double click on it. And here it is. Here's my picture of the returns. I'm going to hit enable editing. And it wants me to click on the image one time. So I'm going to click on this image one time, which selects it. And then it wants me to click on the dotted line that surrounds it. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on this dotted line right here to make sure that the whole thing is selected. Make sure it is a solid line. And I want to click copy. So I'll come up here to my clipboard and I'm going to hit the copy button. All right, once I've copied that, I can go ahead and close out. So I can go ahead and hit the File tab here and hit Close. And now it wants me to open up the shipping policy. So I'm going to come back to my File Explorer down here. I should already be in my Downloads folder. I'm going to find the one that says Shipping Policy, which is this one right here. And under Shipping Policy, I'm going to hit Enable Editing. It wants me to select the first three paragraphs. So Oregon Wireless Specialties, all the way down to the phone number. Make sure you include that paragraph mark. So once I've highlighted this entire thing, I'm going to come up here again to my clipboard. I'm going to hit copy. And I'm done here again, so I can go ahead and hit the File tab and hit Close. And now I should be back to my regular document. And notice if the clipboard pane is still open, I should now see those two items that I copied from those other documents. So it wants me to go to the beginning of the document. So I'm going to come up here to the very top of the document, this blank line, and it wants me to insert Oregon Wireless. So I'm going to come over here to my clipboard pane, and I'm going to click on Oregon Wireless. And notice that it will put it in there for us. And now, above the paragraph that begins, "We are proud," notice that there is a blank line right here. It wants us to put in the picture of the returns. So I'm going to come over here to my clipboard, click on Returns, and boom, it will put that picture in for us. It wants us to center the image horizontally on the page. So I'm going to come up here to my paragraph grouping, and I'm going to click on the center button, which should center it. If you click on that center button and nothing happens, go ahead and make sure your cursor is right in front of this paragraph mark here. And once it's there, then you can come up here and click on that center button. Well, we're done with our clipboard pane, so we can go ahead and close out of this. And now we want to go to the bottom of our document where it says Home. We want to highlight the word Home. Make sure you highlight the word Home. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so it makes it easier to see. So I'm going to highlight the word Home. Do not include that little dot right there. You just want the word Home highlighted. And we want to insert a hyperlink. So when we click on Home, it takes us to a website. To do that, we're going to come up here to our Insert tab. And from our Insert tab, we are going to find, under Links, we want to click the down arrow next to Links. And we're going to go all the way down to Insert Link. All right, so now we have our Insert Hyperlink text box open. We want to go to Existing File or Web Page. And down here where it says Address, we want to type in www.owspecialties.biz. owspecialties.biz. Make sure you double check your spelling, make sure it's spelled correctly, and then hit OK. Now in that same paragraph, we want to highlight shipping policy, and we want to do the same thing. We want to highlight just shipping policy. We do not want to include that dot, so we just want shipping policy. It might take a little finagling, but highlight just shipping policy. Once again, come to the Insert tab. Under the Insert tab, under Links, go ahead and just click on Link. And when you click on link, the insert hyperlink box should open up for us. And this time we want to point to a document. So right here where it says existing file or web page, we want to come to look in and we want to go to our downloads folder. And from our downloads folder, we want to find where it says shipping policy, which is this one right here. So go ahead and click on our shipping policy and hit OK. And notice when we insert these hyperlinks, these turn blue and they're underlined. And when you hover over them, it says click to go to this particular link. All right, now for step number 10, it wants us to go in the same paragraph, go to contact us. I'm going to go ahead and highlight contact us. Once again, do not include the dot. And come back up here to our links, click on links again. This time we want to do an email address. So let's click on email address. And right here where it says email address, let's go ahead and type in service. And as you start typing in service, it will put in this mail to. Don't worry about it, leave it there. So service at owspecialties.biz. Once again, double check it, make sure it's spelled correctly. We don't want to lose any points. And go ahead and hit OK. And now we have all three of our hyperlinks in. Now it says in the second bulleted paragraph that begins with credits. So right here it says credits will be given after the merchandise is received and approved. We want to change the word approved to accepted. So go ahead and right click on the word approved. And come down here to synonyms and select accepted. And it will change that word for us. And let's go ahead and move to the top of the document. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll up. It says, move to the top of your document, display the grammar pane, and accept the corrected spellings for see, there, and our. So to do that, we're going to come to our review tab here. And under our review tab, we're going to click on check document. And it says we have 3 grammar mistakes. Go ahead and click on grammar. Right here, it's misspelled there. We're going to go ahead and click on the proper spelling. And our is the wrong spelling of our. We're going to change that as well. And C is misspelled. We're going to go ahead and click on the right spelling of C. And now we're done. Our spelling and grammar is complete. Hit OK. We can close out of our editor over here. Now it wants us to save but not close the current document. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit the save button. Just hit the save button right here, or you can hit file and save. Just make sure you save the document. And now we want to create a new blog post. We'll go ahead and come up here to the file tab and we're going to click on new. And under search for templates, go ahead and type in blog post and hit enter. And here it is. When you type in blog post, hit enter, we should have our blog post here. Go ahead and click on blog post and hit create. And it says, do we want to register a blog account? We'll go ahead and hit register later. And then here where it says enter post of title, we're going to type in shipping policy. And in this blank paragraph here, we're going to type in to view our shipping policy. Comma space, click here. And make sure you put in that period. Now it wants us to highlight, click here. So we'll go ahead and highlight, click here. And we want to insert a hyperlink to our shipping policy. So that's easy enough. We'll go to our Insert tab. And from our Insert tab, we'll click on Link. And we're going to existing file or web page. Where it says Documents, we're going to click the down arrow and select Downloads. I have to find Downloads. Right here it is. And we're going to go to the shipping policy and hit OK. So now that we have that in here, we're going to hold down the Control key and hit A. Hold down Control A, which will select our entire document. Now hold down the Control key and hit C for copy. Or you can also right-click on the highlighted words and hit copy as well. Let's go ahead and close out of this. So hit the File tab here, hit Close. And it's going to ask if we want to save it, hit Don't Save. And then we'll come back to our regular Word document here. It wants us to create a second page, so hold down your Control key and hit End, which will take us to the bottom of our document. Hold down the Control key and hit Enter, which will add a new page. And then go ahead and hold down the Control key and hit V, and that should paste what we've copied. And we're done. We can go ahead and save our document. Go ahead and hit the Save button. Hit File, hit Save if you'd like. Go ahead and close out of our document. We will come back to our downloading starting materials. We can exit out of this. We'll choose our file. And from Choose File, we will find our student file. And I'll upload it and submit for grading. And close the assignment. So now, back to here, I can go ahead and check on how well I did. I'm going to scroll down. It says I passed, but I want to see my exact grade. So I'm going to hit the 3 dots right next to the assignment and hit View Submissions. And it looks like I got a 92. It looks like I did something wrong. Well, this is good. This will give me an opportunity to show you how to see what you did wrong. So go ahead and click on the submission. And from this submission, I can go ahead and scroll down. And it looks like contact us. I most likely misspelled owspecialties.biz, but I can hit the down arrow and it says the hyperlink contact us, so it's not set. So it looks like I probably misspelled that. I can go back and fix that if I'd like. And then come down here, it says click here, insert the hyperlink. I'm going to hit the down arrow. It says the click here was not linked to the grader project. So what ended up happening was I probably got that period and I wasn't supposed to. I was probably supposed to just highlight the words click here and not that period. But anyway, I'm happy with the grade. I'm going to stick with it. By all means, feel free, go back and fix these 2 errors if you made them and resubmit the assignment for the best grade possible. Once again, if you need to contact me via Canvas, and have a wonderful day.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe to the channel, as I'll be posting new walkthroughs and tech tips each week. Check back regularly for new content, and have a wonderful day.